What's up, Joni? How's it going? I'm live. Can you hear me? Change this background. Oh, yep. Mic's working. Okay, okay. What's up, Joni? How you doing? Oh, what a long day today. No, filming all day. Hey, Flo, how you doing? Oh, you're gonna love what I was out doing today. I'm glad you guys like the shorts I've been putting out. I've been going through a bunch of my older videos and clipping shorts out of them, which YouTube suggested me to do, and it brings views back to those old to the old videos. Yeah, I went out and did the Bell Gunnis uh spots today. What's up, Suzette? How you been? A long time friend of mine right there. I went out to LaPorte, Indiana today, and I did the Bell Gunnis graves. Let me show you. Putting this video together, those three graves I visited today. Two of them are no, actually more than three graves. One of them's unidentified victims of Bell Gunnis, the body parts they found buried on her farm in LaPorte. I did that one, and then I went by her husband that she killed, her second husband. I did his grave, and another one of the guys that she killed on her farm. Actually, he was the one that came up missing, and his brother found letters between him and Belle before he came out, moved out this way, and she was telling him to not tell anybody where he was going, and take all his money out of the bank and bring it with him. And yeah, it's bad. It's crazy. I know you're familiar with it. And I give Ron from Faces Forgotten a shout out on my video because he visited the grave in Chicago of her husband, her first husband, and children that she killed in Chicago before she came to Indiana and did all the rest of that stuff. So I gave Ron a shout out, and I told people if they want to see it, to go to his channel and check it out. But I'm eventually going to get out there and do that too. Um. So anyways, it was the guy, his brother had contacted Bell and said, "Hey, what's going on? I'm on my way out there because I want to find out what's going on." So by the time he got to Indiana, the farm was burnt to the ground, and that's when they found all the body parts and stuff. And then to find out, the lady, the parts that they found next to her kids that she killed on the burnt farm, it was a headless corpse of a woman. And first they believed it was her next to her kids, but come find out, they said the body was 5 inches too short. Plus, there was no head on the body. But they said the whole stature of the corpse didn't fit because Belle Gunness was a big woman, and they said there was no way it was her. So she escaped justice, and she was never found. But I believe there's a rumor out there, and I read about the story, and there's a lady, Esther Carlson, in Los Angeles in the 30s that she died in 31. She was doing the same thing out there, and she looks a lot like Belle Gunness, but older. So that's a crazy story. Let me put some pictures up real quick from today. Boop. Let's see what we got here. Pull some pictures up. Okay, here's this one here. This one here is the unidentified body, all the remains that they found on the farm. They couldn't identify. This is the grave of them. It says, "In memory of the unidentified victims of Belle Gunness on the 100th anniversary of the discovery of her crimes." So that happened in 1908, and this headstone was put up in 2008. So there's that. I went there and it was weird because it wasn't on Find a Grave where exactly where to find it. So I got lucky all day today. So I pulled in there and I started looking around and I seen the headstone, a picture of it online. So I had to kind of search for it. And, hey Lisa. So I had to kind of search for this one and as I'm driving through there, bam, I seen it. And I was like, oh cool. And the same thing with the next one cemetery I went to, the same thing. I ended up getting lucky and finding them like by seeing them. And it's crazy because they're really big cemeteries. How's it going, Lisa? So I'm putting together this Bell Gunnis story, and I drove by where the farm was, which is crazy because there's been another house built there since then, and there's people living there. So I don't know if you guys believe in ghosts or not, but that has to be haunted. It has to be haunted. I mean, 14 bodies, and they think there was more. Altogether, they think she killed up to like 44 people. But she would, put ads in papers and get these men to come. Yeah, this is in the back of the cemetery, though, and it is right by the road. There's a hill right there, and, yeah, it was I seen it, and I go, "Oh, there it is." So she would put ads in papers and have men come out and work on the farms, take insurance out on them, policies, and kill them. And then she would hire other guys and make them help her kill people, and then she would kill them. She killed a couple kids of hers in Chicago when she first moved from Norway. She was Norwegian, and, she moved to, like, New York, and then from New York, she came to Chicago because her sister was living in Chicago already, and she went and stayed with her and her husband, and then Belle, which isn't her real name, she changed her name, when she came to America. She, met this guy, Sorensen. I forget his first name. I have to look. Anyways, he owned a candy store, and, she ended up killing him. She got away with it because, she said a meat grinder fell and hit him in the head, but everybody thinks she smashed him in the head with it, you know what I mean? There was no way to prove it fell off the shelf, and that didn't happen. So then, like, a month later, their 2 kids died in a fire. So she collected insurance money on all of them, her husband and the kids. 2 or 3 kids, I forget. Um, and after that, she had moved to LaPorte, Indiana, to the farm. Yeah, she was crazy, and she was a big woman too, and she was really scary, I guess. Let me show you a picture of her. Yeah, crazy stuff, man. Crazy. I'll show you Belle Gunness. And this is a picture right here of the lady that's believed to have been her 30 years later, about 30 years, 28, about 28 years later. See if it saves right. It's a bigger picture. Boom. All right. So the lady on the right is Belle Gunness, and the lady on the left, which is a different angle of their faces, so it's kinda hard to tell if the noses are the same or anything's the same. But look at the eyes and look at the mouth, the grin on the side. This is Esther Carlson on the left. She's buried in LA, and I'm gonna see if I can get my LA people, Barrier Beyond to go film this grave for me so I can put it in my video. I've contacted them already and, I sent them a message. And she was a mean woman. They said she was huge too, mean as hell. That's that's Belle Gunness on the right. She does look so damn mean. She's evil. And then she would hire these guys, and and some of them were lovers and worked for her, and she just stole their money and took life insurance policies out of them and killed them. So she's a mean looking woman, ain't it? Oh my god, that's her though. And man, I wouldn't mess with that woman, man. She reminds me of old lunch matron I had in Gary. She used to call the kids Buster. Hurry up, Buster. Her name is Jeannie. That's who she reminds me of, but much bigger. Jeannie was kind of short, but she looked a lot like her in her face. Yeah. So okay, let me find some more pictures. So I drove by the house also. The farm was actually. I'm gonna try and get in contact with the people who live there because I know they've let people in before, and part of the basement of their house is part of the original house, which is crazy, right? So, and then here's the guy that she had move out there with her. Um, and his brother got suspicious and came out, and that's when it all went down. But here's his grave. I found him today. Same thing, different cemetery, and this one was even bigger. Um, I went. I was in the cemetery and driving around, and it wasn't pinned. So I'm like, man. So I looked at the picture again, and I kind of drove over to the section that looked like older graves, and there he was. And I'm gonna show you something crazier, even crazier after this. All right, let me show you. Pink. All right, this one here. This is Andrew Helgeline, 1859, 1908. That's the year the all this went down, 1908. That's when they found the bodies and all that. This is the guy, his brother got suspicious and told Belle he was coming out to investigate, and she burned the farm down with this guy in there. So on the headstone it says, "The last victim of the Gunness horror remains found by his brother, A Aisley, May 5th, 1908." That's the guy, like I said, that she had. I think he moved from, like, New York or somewhere, and, yeah, right, that they know of. This is the guy who moved out, and his brother got suspicious because he found the letters that him and Belle were corresponding with, and, he was telling him to take all of his money out of the bank, bring all of his money with him, don't tell anybody where he's going, and his brother didn't know where he was and kinda was searching for him for a while, and then he come across the letters that he had left behind, and then it went from there. But yeah, that's him. Check it out. Bing. Found him today too. Driving around, I went towards the oldest part of the cemetery, and I was looking for the headstone, and I seen it, which wasn't as close to the road as the last one, but it was cool. And also the thing about this cemetery here, it's called Patton Cemetery. There's a lot of ghost stories about the cemetery. I've been here once before years ago at night, and you're supposed to see these red eyes and stuff. And you know what? Actually, we thought we seen them that night. And also, this cemetery is supposed to have a really old tree that's been there forever, and it used to be used to hang people. I kinda looked around, I seen one tree that kinda looked really old and maybe could be it, but I'm not sure. But yeah, they said this cemetery is really haunted at night, so I would like to go out there and check it out sometime at night. But yeah, look at that, right on the headstone. The last victim of the Bell Gunness horror remains found, and his brother showed up at the farm, as all the police and stuff and everything were there, and, his brother is the one that found his body helping the search. Wicked. So, when Belle Gunness moved to LaPorte, her name wasn't Gunness, it was Sorensen at the time. Um, she married a guy named Peter Gunness, and she killed him too, and she had kids by him, and she had adopted daughter that she killed also. Um, but what's crazy is I'm standing here at this headstone right here today. I'm like, man, her husband's not penned either. So I'm walking around. You guys will see it when I put my video out because I was recording. I'm walking around. Oh wow, that's wild. Yeah, lovely woman, right? So as I said, I was standing here looking at this headstone. I start walking around, kind of talking about what's going on. I go, okay, now I'm at the get in the truck. I'm thinking, and I gotta go find Peter Gunness, which is the husband. I know he's buried in this cemetery also. You guys see that headstone right there with the flowers? Right there? As I'm walking, talking to the camera, I look down, and that's Peter Gunness right there. Right there. I thought I was gonna have to go on another search all day long. I got lucky. Boom, 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 finding these graves. Usually it's like looking for a needle in a haystack when you don't know where it's at in the cemetery. So right there is her husband. Bing! Right there. I got a picture of that one too. I'm gonna show you right now. Let's find it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What?" I go, "Oh, he's right there." Check it out. Bing! Peter Gunness. And she killed him in 1902. So he was already dead for a while, for like 6 years before all this went down. I'm telling you, what luck, right? I couldn't believe it. There he is right there. Boom. How lucky did I get? I was like, "Yeah, yeah." I was so happy 'cause I knew I was gonna, and I'm turning around, I'm looking at the cemetery, and I'm like, "Oh, man, this place is huge." So I turn around, boom, Peter Gunness right there. I should have stopped and bought a lottery ticket on the way home. I'm telling you. Well, you would dig this one. At least it would too. This is a great story. It's crazy. I even called Brandy when I was there at the cemetery with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm filming one of them. And I'm like, man, I gotta go find this other one. I don't know where it's at. I'm walking around talking to the camera. I look down. Ah, there he is. Boom. Yeah, she killed him in 1902, and and then she was killing people all through the years. Collecting insurance money from them and taking all their money. When they searched the farm, they found a lot of these guys' belongings and suitcases and clothes. There's a museum in LaPorte I'd like to go check out. They even got a skull in there, one of the skulls they found on this farm. Boom, Peter Gunness right there. So, ain't that crazy? That is crazy, Joni. Uh, right there, right, like what, 10 feet away, if that. You guys get a chance, look up the Belle Gunness story. and it all makes sense. It's a really interesting story, and I've been wanting to do it for years now. And so Brandy, today I got up. I go, you know what? I'm going out to Laporte. I'm gonna get these finally, and get this story, get this video going. And then there's one more grave I had to go to, not in the cemetery. The guy who ended up living, and at first he was the one that was accused. Yeah, right. They left him at the other one too, the same kind of flowers. I think it's from the same person. Check it out. The last victim guy, Andrew. Yeah, look at, he's got the same flowers pretty much. They're like artificial flowers. Boom. So I think it was the same person that left them. They're pretty much the same. Look how close they are together. And a lot of these graves were like, some of them were like late 1800s. Some of them I couldn't even read. They were so old in this section of the cemetery. I left coins on all the graves I went to today. It's all in the video. There was a lot of coins on some of these. This one had none. And Peter Gunness, he had a couple coins there, but Andrew had, there wasn't any. I left one on top there, and then at the other one too. And then, like I was saying, the last guy, he ended up living, and at first they kind of accused him of it, and he was going to take the downfall for her. And when they presented him with like evidence saying there's no way this is her, her body, he confessed and said that Belle did it, killed her kids, and the lady's body that they found was a lady that they they snatched up and cut her head off, and they needed a body to put there so the police would think Belle was there, dead with her children, and she can escape. And that's exactly what she did. Yeah, there's been other videos done, and I think some of these people have some relatives around there. I believe. I'm not sure, but it's a huge story and a huge piece of Laporte history. And there's quite a few videos, and I seen one video where the people that live on the property let these guys in to do some ghost, like paranormal investigating, and they took them in the basement, which part of the basement is still there from the old place. Let me show you that real quick. You guys are getting exclusive on this because when I put the video out, you're gonna be like, wow. Let's see. All right, here's some pictures I found today. Um, here's a picture of the guys digging up some of the, the remains on the farm right here. This is an actual photo, and I found another picture of like a kind of a map, and it kind of gives me a better idea of the layout of the property, so I can kind of figure out where what was what, and then yeah, those are police and stuff right there. Let's see. There's a picture you see part of the basement still, and I guess it's actually still there. No, that's not it. Check this out. Gunnis graveyard, 10 bodies found here. These are crime scene photos. Some of them were buried where the pigs were. Yeah, and a lot of them, the bones were crushed with the hammer, and like the ends of them were smashed off or cut off. She really tried to hide that shit. It made it look like, try to make it look like animal bones. You know what I mean? Isn't that crazy? Crazy. Let's see. I got a picture of the what's left of the basement somewhere. I see. Let's see if I can find it. A bunch of the bodies were found here too. All this junk. So there was a junk pile, and underneath it, they found some remains too. That was cool. Let's see. Trying to find the one with the basement. Oh, look at this picture I found. This is the oh man, look at this. This is actually the remains they found on the farm. A lot of them. Look at that shit, man. Look, victims. It says right on the box. This box over here's got some kind of soup logo on it. Yeah, these are actual crime scene photos and stuff. There's a lot of stuff they found. Some of the skulls are crushed and ugh, just, that lady was evil, man. Look at that. Okay, I'm still trying to find that other picture I saved. Here's a picture of her and her kids. These are kids she killed too. Look how mean she looks, man. Ugh, poor kids, man. Wow. She supposedly she died in the fire on the farm, but the lady's body remains they found next to the kids. Um, yeah, God forbid you smile, lady, Joni. Uh, she put she killed a lady and put her next to her, and but they found the body when they found it. It had no head, and they first believed it was her, and that's why they blamed the other guy and thought he killed everybody and her and her kids, but it actually was her. And the body they found was too small to be her. Once they examined it and everything, it was 5 inches too short. Uh, she was a really big woman, and they said it was like the lady they found would have been like 70 pounds lighter than Belle. So come find out, it wasn't her. She escaped, and a lot of people think she was that Esther Carlson lady in California who was doing the same stuff, and she died in 1931, right before she went on trial for killing her husband and stuff. But yeah, there's Belle right there. What a mean looking woman, man. Wow, evil. Okay, let's see. I know I had a picture of the. Oh, right here it is. Check this picture out. Even says at the bottom, Gunnis Farm. Gunnis Farm, LaPorte, Indiana. There's what was left of the house. Yeah, and those people built the house on top of that. And part of that basement is still there. What up, Jerry? I'm sure Jerry's familiar with the Bell Gunnis story. I went out there today to LaPorte, Jerry, and visited all the graves, the Bell Gunnis story, and went past the property and stopped and checked it out from the road. There's a house there and people living there, so I didn't want to. But I did check it out from a little distance and filmed it a little bit. How's it going, Jerry? But yeah, this video hopefully will be coming out soon. I'm trying to get hold of my friends in California to see if they you haven't heard of the Bell Gunnets in LaPorte, Indiana, 1908. The lady that murdered all those guys on her farm, and buried their bodies and killed her kids and escaped justice. She escaped. Yeah, man, Belle Gunness. Yeah, she never, they think she got away, you know? This lady right here, Jerry. Whoa! Whoa! Stop looking at me like that. She looks so mean. Man, Elliot beat the shit out of somebody. And the men were scared of her. She like, bam, you know what I mean? She's like, "You heard what I told you? Go bury these bodies over by the pigs." Okay. Okay. I don't think so. You're 1908, buddy. I know. What a mean looking woman. Let me show you some more stuff. You guys get an exclusive. Uh, Here's her husband. Picture's too big. I can't use it. Um, let's see what else I can find. I got. I started saving a bunch of pictures for my video. Hey Jerry, you mean these don't look familiar? There's a bunch of the remains they found on the farm. They dug up. Crazy, dude. I'm trying to figure out what it says on that box. Something Z Emery soup. This is a soup box. Huh. He said nope. All right, let me find another picture for you guys. He said nope. So here's the layout of the farm right here, you guys. Babe, look what I found online. Boom. Here's the road right here that goes past the house. And here's where they dug a bunch of the remains right here. Yeah. Ruins of the house, it says. They found remains all over this. There's a swamp next to it. I would love to get on that property and walk around. Boom. This road right here that says road passing by, passing house. I believe that's the road that I drove by today. And I know I did see a swamp over there. Oh wow. Was it the um Spilotro brothers? Dug them out of a cornfield. That was back in the 80s, I think. I did that story too. Me and Scott went out there. Oh boy. Yeah, so I was all out in the port today. Let's see what else I got. Here's a picture of those two guys. Okay, the guy on the right, that's the Andrew guy that's supposed to be the last victim of the headstone I showed you guys. This is him here. And then the guy over here is the guy, I'm gonna show you his grave in a minute. He's the one that was kind of accused of doing it, but he didn't. Well, I like to check that out. I'll have to look that up, Johnny. Well, I used to watch those other buddy. He was doing videos before he died. Yeah, he knew him real good too. He was part of his crew. He does have murder eyes, but they maybe that's why he lives, you know? Maybe, Bell put him up to burning the farm down and killing the kids, I think, and, killing that lady that they try to use her body to throw the police off, make it think it was Bell. But then he finally confessed after things didn't add up. Yeah, he's creepy. But the guy on the right, he's the one that his brother come looking for him, and, the Andrew guy, last victim, that headstone I did, that's him right here on the right. And then here's the other guy I visited that's on the hill. That one
Oh,
cemetery.
yeah.
Alright, Imma show you guys the guy on the left, found his grave too. Um, what a cast of characters. I'm telling you, right? So the guy on the left, I found his grave too. He was the last one I did today. Um, his headstone was stolen years ago, and I don't. It might have something to do with because of this whole case and everything. But not long ago, some people put a new headstone down for him, and I went there today and visited that also. And I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. You guys getting a sneak peek at the new video. You guys ain't even need to watch the video now. You're like, oh, we already seen all that. Let me see. Oh dang, I gotta send it over from my phone real quick. I didn't send that one over. I thought I did. Dun, dun, dun. Ray Lattimore, Lampier. I don't know. You guys tell me. But he was the last one. Let me grab this picture real quick. Bum, bum, bum. He was the last one I did today, and what's up, Moose Keys? She's at least, but we will. Cool. Well, I was just thinking that I don't need to watch a video. You know what? I'm gonna stop right now. I can show you anything else. That way, you guys gotta watch the video. Huh? So I told him, I'm showing you guys everything, but you guys ain't gonna need to watch the video. But you will need to watch it because I'm not gonna show you the footage I recorded today until you watch the video. That's funny. You're hilarious. So, all right, let me find it. Here he is. This is Ray Lamper. Lamper. I don't know how it's pronounced. Right here. He died the next year. Look at that. December 30th, 1909. Thanks, Lisa. As you can tell, this is a newer headstone, and look what it's sitting on. It's a base, concrete base from the old headstone. See, there was some change on this one too. I put a quarter on there. But yeah, that's his headstone right there. That's the guy with the crazy eyes. 1909. Man, that's so long ago. What was that? 113 years?
Long time.
That's a long time. Long time.
Yes, sir.
1909. But there it is. There's his stuff. Let's see what else I got here. Ding, ding. I was gonna show you guys the house, but I didn't take. I don't think I took a picture of it. I think I just took video. The house that's on the property now. There's a bunch of cars and stuff there, so there's people living there. I would love to get on that property and investigate it. Actually, my boss Jamie, I think his sister lives behind it, and she said before that we can get on it. It's adjacent to her property, so I'm gonna look back into that and see if we can probably get there. What up, Kenny G? Doing the Bell Gunness, Indiana female serial killer. The OG, 1908. I did the locations today. Went out and checked them out. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek. You gotta promise to watch the video when it comes out, though. See that? That house right there? That's the house that was built on the property, right there. And then there's a driveway that goes back right there next to the house, and that's how you get on the rest of the farm, I think. But that's the house right there. You know it's gotta be haunted.
Oh, you know it. I guarantee that whole property is.
Yeah. This is all the property right here, the Belgunnis farm. I could stay the night out there by myself.
No, you're not.
Why not? I got a gun.
Okay, and that ain't gonna stop ghosts, spirits, or any of that kind of crap.
Ghost ain't gonna hurt me.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Ghost can't hurt you.
You don't know that. Oh, yes, they can.
I'll be like, Bell, if you're here, I challenge you to a duel.
Uh huh.
You mean lady. You got some stuff to answer to.
And then, like, some axe out of nowhere is gonna come up and say, "Wow." And you can chop.
Axe out of nowhere.
Chop through you.
Chop Chewy.
Yep.
But yeah, that was what I did today. That was when I was driving past it again. Look, there's another house right there. That property's all in the back right there. Right there. That's the people that's the house that was built. This is the main part of the property right here. And inside this house, they say part of the basement's still there from the old house.
I wouldn't say that, but
I ain't scared.
right?
Man, I ain't
That's
scared.
what I'm saying.
I'm like, come on, woman.
Uh huh.
I'm like, I never hit a woman. Mama will kick your ass.
Man, I bet you she hit like a man.
I tell you, she look mean, boy. She like a big ass.
Throw a punch like a dude.
I'm telling you, probably headbutt you.
Be tossing you around in that old ass dress.
I wouldn't say that to her, Bell, living or dead. That's funny. But yeah, this is a story I'm working on now. I'm gonna try to get like I said, I'm gonna try to get Victor and Jazz hopefully to go out to that lady's grave in LA and get it for me. That would be cool, I think, in my video. Even if it's not her, I can include that part of the story in there, you know what I mean? Which I think would be cool. I think it's her. Esther Carlson. She's buried in San Jacinto, California. I'm not sure how far that is. It's Los Angeles County. But Jazz and Victor, they live in Los Angeles, so they dig this stuff. So I think they might like it. And this lady died in 1931, uh, age 61. But you know what's weird? May 6th, and they found those bodies May 5th, I do believe, of 2000. I mean, 1908, of course. This lady died in May 6th, 1931. You don't think so? This lady poisoned her husband, her last husband, and she was buried next to him too. And she had a accomplice, a lady named Anna Erickson, co-defendant in the murder case. Just like Belle, she would get people to do stuff like that. She was like that. Uh, Let me look up Belle Gunness. She was born in 1859. So that's probably not her then, huh?
1908.
I'm gonna play that again. Belle Gunness.
According to Wikipedia, Belle Gunness, born Brynhild Paulsdatter Storseth, nicknamed Hell's Belle, was a Norwegian-American serial killer who was active in Illinois and Indiana between 1884 and 1908.
Ha, there it is. There was a couple movies made about her too. Oh, and you know, I need to go to the Laporte Museum, this historical society. They actually have a wheelbarrow from her property in there, and a couple other things that were found on her property. And they think that wheelbarrow was used to haul around the bodies and stuff. And they also have a skull in there that was unidentified. They found later on. There was a book written about her called Hell's Princess. Yeah, one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four kids, and then she had an adopted daughter, I think. Oh no, her adopted daughter was Jenny Olson, which she killed her too. Those movies written about her. Yeah, man. And it? There's quite a few videos people made about the story too. But yeah. Yeah. That was me driving. Yep. Video coming soon. What'd you guys think about this one? Wait a minute. What you guys think about this one? Pow. How crazy, right? Bleh. I got a buddy that wants that small one sitting on the ground. I said, you're crazy, dude. No, thank you. You guys see my clip of that shadow booking past there or on the video? And then there's an orb at the right before that. There's an orb comes from the ground. And then I got the black figure, whatever the hell that was. Ain't those neat? Those are old. I think these are like what they call them, pauper caskets, because they don't look like they're really like quality made. They look like they're like made out of cardboard, damn near, or something weird. But I think they used to be all be white. And they got like lace on them, and yeah, I think they were like if somebody didn't have money, you know what I mean? But I could be wrong. I don't know. Jerry, Jerry, no, most likely. Did I take what? No. Cloth covered caskets, huh, Jerry? were these more like for the poor people, or were these like on the cheaper end? And you see this one sitting on the ground, you see those stains on it? They weren't like that 4 years ago when I went in here. We were the first ones to uncover and open one of these. I figured that because they didn't look like they were too good of quality. Like I said, though, about 3 or 4 years ago, first time we went in here before it got sealed up again and nobody was able to get in it for years, me and Big Tone took this one down and opened it, and there was none of these stains on it. It was, like, brand new inside. Yeah, water stains. It was, like, brand new inside. And you can see the ones behind it are still covered in plastic. But we had put it back up there when we got done, and since this place has been opened back up again and it's abandoned now for good, there's been a lot of explorers coming in here, and I imagine they're the ones that took it back down and stuff. Hey, how's it going? Don't it kinda look like it says something in there? It's just the way the material's folded. It almost looks like a word. Word. Yeah, but there's a whole stack of these things. Had Jerry said on my video, "I want those tables." Yeah, look at those things, man. It's like a children's one, adolescent, couple adult ones, covered them with cloth. Wow. It's wild. Yeah, I figured that, because they didn't look like they'd be too good of quality when I was looking at them. I figured they were like cheaper funerals and stuff, you know? Rapey.
Really nice tables.
Okay. Alright, Lisa. You have a good night, and, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, and, be safe on your travels, and go get you some sleep. You take care. She's like, "Creepy." That's funny. Yeah, good night, Lisa. Alright, let's see what else I got. Bing, bing. Jerry wants the tables. Man, man, You know what's crazy about this one too? We had found the owner's house in, I don't want to say where, but we found the owner's house that they lived in, and it was abandoned. And we explored that like mm, maybe 2 years ago, and we found a lot of evidence and a lot of paperwork and stuff that, and plus it said the last name of the funeral home and the people on the mailbox. So we found a bunch of stuff from this funeral home in that house. That's how we linked that house to these people. Then I found their house that they lived in when before that house when they were younger. But the guy who owned this, he left it to his daughter, and when this one was built, it was like state of the art at the time. And Jerry, what year you think this was made? Well, yeah, they don't make stuff like they used to. Yeah. And yeah, like they said, when I read the about this place, it was state of the art at the time. It was like state of the art funeral home. You know, this is the way. It was better than the rest of them, and had all the newest stuff. And when we were in here, you guys see on the video when I found the lady's memorial paper on the desk of the old owner.
Oh yeah.
I started hearing a woman talking in there, and I had my son Eddie with me, and we're walking out of the office after I found that, and Flo says she can hear the lady on the video. I haven't listened to it close enough yet, but I'm gonna listen to it headphones still. I want to see if I still hear it, and I got all the raw footage too still. hmm But I swear I heard a woman talking, and like I said, at first I didn't think they quit making those about 20 years ago. Look, she said I did hear it, and as we walked out of there, I heard a woman talking, and I was kind of like, I didn't say anything, and I thought it was somebody maybe walking by the building, but it's so dead right there in that few blocks right there. It could have been somebody walking by. I'm not sure. I heard a woman talking, and as we get farther down the hallway where we're not close to the front of the building anymore, I heard it again. And that's what kind of made me like, huh? You heard a hello in a lady's voice? Joni did. I'm listening to it with headphones tonight. I'm gonna go over my raw footage, which I still have. I'm gonna see if I can hear it. And I'll put out a different video. And I swear to you, as we walked towards the end of the hallway, going to this room here, I stopped and I went, "Shh," to Eddie. You hear that? He didn't hear it. I was like, dude, I swear I just heard a woman talking. And it was right after I found that lady's papers. And that's the lady that owned this place. I found her memorial papers from her funeral on the desk. Yeah, it was cool. But Jerry, yep.
He's like, bring me those tables.
I got a buddy that does tattoos. And he lives in Kentucky now. He watched the video and he goes, dude, I want that small casket. And I'm like,
Bring a bad mojo with you.
the way I got into this place, none of that shit will fit through that window. There's a tiny window you got to go through to get in here because everything else is locked up tight. But there's a window that you got to go in, and yeah. But there is a garage right next to this room. I'm sure we can get that garage door open. But there's so much junk in there, Jerry. If I can get them for you, I would.
Hers and all that shit stuff.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, hers. That's the one in St. Louis. I'm gonna go do.
Oh.
But yeah, try to tell you to bring me those tables.
That was a good one though.
Hey, you never know, man. You can probably figure out who own who. I don't know. I don't
They'd have
know.
to contact the city.
Contact the city, and maybe you can get these for cheap. I'll help you if you can get them. But yeah, I can just imagine the crud that's underneath them and shit. Blech.
All the bodies.
And then
Ugh.
they might even throw in that cabinet full of makeup for free.
I don't think nobody want to use that shit.
Oh, that shit right there too, man. It's crazy. Oh, I bet they are heavy. I bet they are. They didn't sit like this originally. They sat next to the wall right there. Sat next to
Why'd they stop making them
right there,
like that?
just like everything else.
Cheaper.
Yeah. They used to be lined up next to these sinks on the right there. When I first went in there years ago, but they were piled with so much of junk. Some guy who had this place was using it for like storage. He had tools and all kinds of shit sitting on these, and he had washers and dryers and all kinds of stuff in the chapel. He was like a scrap guy, it looked like, and a lot of that stuff is still in there. But somebody else had got in here, moved these tables, to where they are now for pictures. They used to sit over here, and they moved them so they can get some killer shots in there. And I like what they did with the place. But that cabin right there is full of makeup and all kinds of shit, man. Yep, they drain the tables into those sinks.
Did those down like the bodily fluids would
Yeah.
run down the drains and stuff? That they had like a special place where all that fluid
Shit,
goes?
right down the drain.
Right into the city sewer, huh?
Is that what they drain right into the sewage, the sewers, Jerry?
If he says yes, we will use wipes for the rest of our lives to wipe up and never ever shower again.
It is pretty clean, this room. Y'all have seen it before. I do have
See, he
pictures.
said yes, right down the drain.
Yeah.
See?
I ain't
knew it.
drinking.
I knew it. I knew it. They flushed people
Oh
down the
man,
drain.
and I drink out of the water fountain in the next room.
I knew it.
I'm kidding. I'll show you what they look like. I got pictures from a few years ago when I went in here. I'll show you what it looked like at the time. It was all full of shit. This is the original where they used to sit. Yep, drained right into those sinks. Bing, bing. You see, this guy had all kinds of tools and a bunch of stuff in there. Goes to the sewer, he said. Tell me you didn't. I didn't. But look at that, man. That's how much stuff. This is what it looked like before somebody went there and kind of cleared all that stuff to the side. That stuff's still in there, but it's all like piled in the garage next to it. Yeah, man. He just used it. Used it fucking put his storage shit. This is tool shed.
Oh, I was talking about your bodily fluids going down the drain.
That is nasty. And then let's see, I got another picture from years ago. That was the first time we went in there. We were the only ones in there up until this year. And then
Where'd that thing go? 'Cause wasn't that in there too?
yeah, it's still there.
Oh,
All this set just like this. Look at that. Jerry, you need any of those tools? He said 2 tables, no waiting. But this is how it looked a couple years ago when we went in there. You guys might remember that video. I kind of made it look like a different place when we went in, just to throw off other explorers, because they were like really watching our videos and going right behind us. So yeah, tables, no waiting. That's funny. It's like my buddy. He's
They have plenty of instruments. The perfection weight they have in there.
oh my god, that's what I told Eddie when we went there. Don't touch anything. Let's look. Don't touch anything. And some people go in there, they'll lay on those tables and take pictures and shit. Ugh, I'm like, you guys are out of your minds.
With their bodily pieces.
I'll take a booth. No table. Look at that old trash can back there, even. Yeah, it's nasty. What up, Ryan? Ryan in the house. She said no table. I think I'll just stand.
On the outside of that building.
Here's another picture from years ago when I went there too. You can see there was all kinds of stuff just stored in there. Pink. There's the makeup cabinet. And there was like a door on the left, just leaning up against the wall. Yeah, people lay on those tables, take pictures. They're crazy, man. Ain't no way. I thought you guys are gonna get cooties. You
Yeah,
get cooties like that.
they gonna get some spirit gonna get mad and be like, you know what?
Ugh.
I'll follow you.
Look, there's like hair grease in there and makeup and nail polish remover and nail polish. Get cooties. That's how cooties start. What about that pump up there, Jerry? That's pretty old too, huh?
Like something on a mad scientist show.
I've seen those on a lot of old funeral. Most scariest video I've ever done. I don't know. This is one of them. I mean, one of the places. Um, Portable embalming machine. They still make them like that, or is that like really outdated? Actually, Jerry, you know what I got? I found it on eBay a couple years ago when I bought it. I found a postcard of this funeral home, and next time I see you, I'm gonna give it to you. It's really cool. It's old vintage postcard of this funeral home, and you know what's cool? The lady that I found her picture, she's on the postcard sitting at the desk. Oh, you can still get those, huh? Wow. Let's see if I can find that postcard. I don't want to put it on here, and then people will know. It's got the name of the place, and it's got a picture of the front of the building. It's like a postcard. It's got like four pictures, and then one in the middle, kind of overlapped, and it's a postcard of this place. It's really old, probably from the '50s or something. But I found it on eBay, and I bought it for like $3. But Jerry, I think you would really dig that. You would appreciate it. So next time I see you, I'm gonna give it to you. See what else I can find. I think I have a picture of the cooties that were on the table. I think those cooties too. The cooties. And then these, Jerry said, these were used for bodies with contagious diseases, infectious diseases. Ain't that what he said? Let me find them. The steel ones. I just, it's not letting me pull it up. What the hell? What in the same hell? Maybe I got too many pictures on here. That might be what's going on here. Yep. I had too many pictures loaded in here on my screen. Boom! Look at that shit. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, they put people in with infectious diseases in them. Did they bury them in those? Ziegler case. Wow. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shot. That's funny. Oh, they put them in the caskets, huh? Holy crap! They fit. Then look at that basket sitting on top. What the hell is that thing? Yeah, it looks like one of those ones they pick you out of the ocean with the helicopter. And then over here on the right, the steel thing to the side. On my video, I told Eddie to be careful. It's a casket like stand for picking them up, but it's sitting on its side. Oh yeah, you get cooties in there too, and tetanus. Cooties and tetanus. Yeah, like I said, I gave a shout out to Ron today. Faces Forgotten. If anybody wants to see that, the graves of Belle Gunness' first husband and kids, he did a video on it, and it's a really good one too. Actually, I think I'm gonna rewatch it. Take out interiors. Oh wow, kind of disguised it, huh, with the other casket. That's crazy, huh? What kind of infectious diseases would you have to have for something like that? And look at that stand. It stands.
Whatever shit, even probably like COVID too. So
Did you
it's
say
very
SARS? Oh, they use them ship people overseas too. He said. That's what he said.
really.
Jerry knows. If Jerry says it, I believe it. Wow. So maybe they did have people with SARS in them.
Well, that's like
All right, let's find another one.
tuberculosis.
Yeah, TB. Yep. I was just gonna say that, and then he said it. Cooties. People with cooties. Yeah, that could have been the cootie case. Cootie case. Man, this place is creepy though. It is a creepy place. And popped in there one day and I heard something, man. It freaked me out, so I got the hell out of there. And me and Eddie went back. I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch that video tonight. And here's another shot in the basement. I'm standing there looking at the Ziegler cases, and I turn around, and this is what I see. Look how creepy that basement looks. Oh wow, yeah, Jim Jones. Don't drink the Kool Aid. They probably did ship them in those, huh? Jerry knows. Jerry, it's time for another tattoo. Tattoo two. Wow. That's a creepy ass basement. I love the green paint peels in this room though. Isn't that cool? It's just like, and see that light coming from up there? There's a There's still a light on in the basement. Scooby Doo, that shit. Get the hell out of there. Ah, zoinks. All right, let's see. That's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on for a couple more minutes. I'll probably jump off here. Um, let's see what else we got here. Here's a good picture of one of those caskets right here. You can really see the cloth detail on it. Look at that, man. I took that picture. I mean, I enhanced it a little bit, but I just brought out you know what I mean? Just brought out the texture of it. That's the one that's sitting on the ground. That's the one we took down. That was before we took it down that time. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's still power in that place. I'm telling you, as soon as you go in, there's like office, the window you go in, and then as soon as you hit the hallway, this light comes on and it kind of goes in and out and it kind of flickers a little bit. It's so creepy. And you look down, it's just a long hallway, dark. And you look this way, and then the embalming room and stuff that way. But you look down and you see this light flickering, man. It's so creepy. You're like, huh? You're like, I don't know if I want to go down there. Yeah, look at the detail on that thing. It's textured. It's all textured. Yep, electricity. There's even lights on the outside of those buildings still. It's like, man, who the hell is paying that bill? I don't think the city's paying it because it was a private owned place. Um, I'm sure it's gonna get cut off soon after it goes without being paid for a while. You know what I mean? Or does funeral homes have a thing where you can't shut their power off because of what they do? They don't want no bodies like rotting in there. Cooler, but check that thing out. Ain't that cool? No, but yeah. Let's see what else. Ding. Yeah, Belle Gunness though, she was a nice lady. She seemed real nice. Check this out, Jerry. This is a chapel at Pine Lake. Boing! Look at that. I couldn't get in, it was locked up. You know I tried. The doors had chains and locks. Oh, that's for my tattoo. The guy with the rose with the baseball stitches. That's good. No, change his mind with it. But anyways, yeah, check this out. This is really cool, man. I would have loved the scene inside here. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, this is in Pine Lake. What's the name of it? Where the this is in the same cemetery as this one. This is the grave of the unidentified victims of Bell Gunness on the 100th anniversary of discovering the crime. They put this headstone here. The remains were already buried there. Yeah, Laporte. Hey Jerry, maybe you can pull some strings, man. If you know these people, tell them to listen to that chapel. Hey, I'm gonna need the key. So I'm gonna need the key to that lock, so we can take that chain off that door. Me and my boy can go in there and look at it and take some pictures. But that works. Jerry got some pool though. But you know the people from that cemetery? Man, he's like, let me make a phone call. See, I'll call him right now. We're gonna get the key. They don't call him Jerry Van the man for nothing. Right, Jerry? Let's see. Yeah, that is cool though, man. I love that building. I was about to leave and I go, man, I gotta stop and get that on my video. So it's in the video too. Pink. There's like a heavy chain and lock on that door. You can see it right there. I dig it. As soon as you come in, it's like right there. I seen it. Pink. But yeah, that's what I did today, man. I'm gonna get this video going about Bell Gunness, which I've been had on the back burner forever. I've always wanted to go check this out and do this one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Here's that office door, that creepy ass office where I found that lady's paperwork. This is the door, the office we were coming out of at the funeral home. Ooh, look at that wall back there. It looks creepy. Even the wall's creepy. Oh, that'd be cool, Jerry. I mean, no big deal, man, but I think it'd be neat. Maybe we should get out and do some do a couple be in a couple of my videos checking out some graves or something. Let's find some I think I'm gonna start doing like Scott does, but I'm gonna keep it local around here. The only thing about that is I don't want to piss off any families. Think about doing some local like true crime uh stuff and visit some graves and take some flowers, you know what I mean? Uh I've been thinking today when I was driving another like direction I would like to go with the videos. Plus I'm gonna start doing childhood homes of rock stars and notable people from the area. I know I need to come out, Jerry. And I know we said this before. I need to come out there and I need to find some stories. They don't even have to be famous people. Like like the Bell Gunness. This is a crazy story, you know, and the whole thing's crazy. And you can find like victims of true crimes that were just stood out. You know what I mean? I want to start finding those and doing them. Yep. And also, I found another rock star's childhood home in Chicago. I talked to Scott last night on the phone and or on text, and I told him he was like, "No way." So I might say that for him when he comes back out. Go out there with him. But I found Peter Cetera's childhood home, the singer from the band Chicago. Believe it or not, he's from Chicago. Thanks, Flo. Oh, you're welcome. Flo, when you come back out, I would really like to show you this Belgana stuff. Uh, I thought about you when I was out there doing it. I was like, Flo would love this stuff. Even Lisa, you know, you guys would love and the town, Laporte. I never really kind of. I've only went through there before a long time ago, a couple times here and there. But driving through there today, man, people were waving at me and all these old, huge houses, empty houses, like many like mansions. The history out in that town is old and really rich, and you would dig it. And then it's got the downtown with the big courthouse, and all the storefronts are like most. They're all still open with business in them. It's nuts, man. Laporte, Indiana. If you ain't doing nothing, just look it up. Kind of look around on Google Maps or something. Awesome town. Well, thank you, Flo. Yeah. It was a really cool place. Sure Jerry's familiar with it, and yeah, it's about 45-minute drive from here. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, you would dig that town. With the Belgana stuff, I think you would really dig that too. And I'm gonna try to get in touch with the people that live on that property. I'm just gonna tell them what I do, and tell them this is like a hobby of mine, and I've always been fascinated with the story. And can I just walk around the property a little bit and kind of maybe do an overlay or something on my video of what was where? I don't even need to go in their house. I know it's their home, but I would like to go walk around that property for sure, most definitely. Jerry, um, let me know, man. I'm gonna start heading out that way a little bit more often. Today they're going out to Laporte. I seen a lot of cool stuff, so I'm gonna start getting that way a little bit more. Keep your eye open. Keep your eyes open for some old houses, farms, anything old you think would be cool explores for me. Maybe we can meet up, do some old cemeteries out there, kind of walk through them, and I'm gonna try to find some stories that stand out and start doing these. And yeah, I had a good day today. I'm pumped. But I think I'm gonna jump off of here. Thank you, Flo. Thank you so very much. And thank you everybody, just hanging out and listening to me jibba jabba. Let me see. I'm gonna change the picture real quick. And this picture I use on the thumbnail, that's an old picture. That's about what up, Tim? I didn't even know you were in, bro. Got an envelope, man, about to mail out for you too. Got you something cool in it. Some stickers. I got your license plate in there and a picture. A cool picture. But yeah, man, I'm gonna jump off here, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Watch for that new video coming out. I'm gonna start editing it tonight, I think. I'm trying not to rush this one because there is a couple more things I would like to put in it. So I'm gonna see if I get a hold of Jazz and Victor and see if they can do that piece for me. And thanks, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Tim, Joni, Jerry, uh, Lo, thank you. And I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll pop up this week sometime with a pop up chat. Let you know how things are going. Appreciate you guys. Good night and much love. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.